So according to Inman, which is a leading real estate publication, they said that there's a decline of about 14.4% nationally in new starts and construction starts, which is new builds, okay? And that's from May and April levels. Jackie, with your builders, okay, specifically, we want to talk local, super hyper local, and this is why we had you on, because we like to cover the Rhode Island market specifically. I mean, you said that there's been delays. Have you seen, have your builders slowed down their production, or are they ramping up? What are you seeing here locally?
I feel that they have slowed down just a bit. I know that with the interest rates going up, a lot of buyers have backed out of the market. So the already pre-existing homes, have increased, and buyers have that option now, not just, going for the new construction. So I think that may have affected, the time frame that we used to see when they list these homes, and we're getting multiple offers on them. And then it turns into, they're sitting a little bit longer again, because buyers have more inventory to choose from now.
Yeah, as far as new construction financing goes, right? Are there still programs in place where buyers are readily able to get financing on new construction?
Yeah, there's new construction mortgages that are out there. Movement mortgage specifically, I don't believe that we have a new construction product at this moment. We'd had one before COVID, then it got shut down, and I don't believe it's been brought back yet. But with new construction, you can really get the job done two different ways. You can get traditional financing through using builders like Jackie's builder, where they have the ability to fund the project themselves, and they just retain ownership until the certificate of occupancy has been approved. And then once that CO is approved, a buyer can come in with traditional mortgage financing as if they were buying a house that was already built and close. So that means that the financing in particular is standard pricing. You can work out the rate as best that you can. Standard closing costs. It's really just a nuts and bolts basic mortgage to be able to get the job done. And then there are the new construction loans where you might have a really talented buyer, but they don't have the ability to fund the project themselves. So they need the buyer's ability to get financing, and then a loan that gets drawn out into phases. Personally, I would rather go with option one, which is, the builder funds the project, because that new construction mortgage is more expensive. The rate's higher. There's more closing costs. There's a little bit more risk because you close on the mortgage and then you're on the hook to build the house. And what happens if things don't go right with the builder? What happens to the mortgage? There's a lot of exposure on option two. And sometimes it's the only way to do it. But if you're starting from scratch, my preference and my opinion is to seek out a builder that can build it with their own funding. So that way, when the product is complete, it's delivered the way that you want it to, you then buy it from that builder. Or if you don't want it, now the builder still retains ownership to be able to sell it on the open market to somebody else.
Jackie, as far as somebody like looking to potentially sell lands to a builder or to a buyer, I mean, do you have any insights on what builders prefer, how much they're willing to pay for a specific type of lot? Do your builders have like a formula that they use on how they purchase properties?
Well, that's a good question. I do know as far as what they look for, they're looking for what's already in place as far as, is the land ready to go? Is it buildable? Have approvals been issued? How quick can they turn around and break ground on a specific lot?
Surveys.
Exactly. Just the landscape of it. How much, is it going to cost them to make it level to, be able to start that foundation? There's just so many factors. And especially in Rhode Island, there's ledge everywhere, or there's, not a lot of wetlands. We're on the coast. I mean, there's just so many different, right. There's just so many different areas and, pieces of land, especially out in the country where, you might see some lots, 20, 30 acres out in Foster, but it also matters, if they build this gorgeous house, does the town or neighborhood warrant that size of a price point? So there's a lot that they look for.